Hey guys, what's up? The Minecraft Potato P here, and I'm doing a top 10 favorite Pokemon list. And before I get on any further into this, I just want you to know this is my own opinion. I do not specifically hate all the other Pokemon. These just so happen to be my favorite. And if you do not agree, I don't want to hear it. Like why would you like that Pokemon instead of, stuff like that. So please just respect my own opinion. So yeah, I guess we'll just get started. So, starting off at number 10 is a Pokemon that you might not have thought you would see on this list. And that Pokemon is Tepig. Now, the reason I love Tepig is, believe it or not, I actually started on Gen 5 for Pokemon. And yeah, it's kind of sad, but I did get onto the older games afterwards. You might think that's the other way around, but that's how it started. But I picked Tepig as my starter, and I just instantly fell in love with this Pokemon. I even bought a plush toy on him. That might sound a little weird, but yeah, here's a picture. But yeah. Anyway, at number 9 is a Pokemon that's the only legendary on here is Groudon. Now, the reason I love Groudon is basically because of how he looks, mainly his model. Just Groudon isn't over-designed, but he isn't under-designed, He just looks like a Pokemon. He's just really cool. He's like my favorite legendary, and he always will be, no matter what happens. He's always my favorite. And number 8 is probably a Pokemon that you would not ever expect it to be on my favorites. That Pokemon is Hoppip. Now, you might be going like, what the heck, Hoppip? Why the heck do you like this guy? Now, this actually requires a story. I was walking around in Soul Silver when I just started. I go into the routes, and I keep seeing these little guys. I'm like, oh, these guys are kind of cute. And yeah, I keep going, and all of a sudden, in this one spot, I see a little sparkle, and boom, shiny Hoppip. I freaked out. I threw a Great Ball, caught it with one Great Ball, and I named him Grape, and he is now a part of my team on Soul Silver. And he's just, I still, to this day, I still cannot believe that I actually found a shiny Hoppip. It's truly extraordinary. Anyway, coming at number 7 is, I don't know, a lot of people might agree with this. It's Glaceon. Now, the reason I love Glaceon is because I always loved the evolutions. I always thought they were really cool, and the ice type is my favorite type. So when they combined the two, I was seriously just like, wow, this is a cool Pokemon. I don't know, I just really like Glaceon. I learned some pretty good moves, so yeah. Anyway, number 6 is yet another Unova Pokemon, and people probably gonna get mad at me about this, but I really love Caracosta. The reason I love Caracosta is basically its typing and the moves it can learn. Earthquake, Stone Edge, Blizzard, Aqua Tail. This guy is just an unstoppable tank, and that's the main reason I love him. He's just a really good Pokemon for Gen 5. And speaking of 5, let's go on to number 5 in this list. It's probably a Pokemon that everyone's going to agree with, and the reason being is because it is Dragonite. Now, the reason I like Dragonite is because when I saw what he could do on, videos on YouTube, I was like, maybe I should get one of these guys on my team. And I got him on my team in White 2 and started, blowing people's teams, out of the ballpark. It was just incredible. And now number 4 is a Pokemon that was introduced in Johto, and probably one of my favorite Johto Pokemon. That's Ampharos. This guy is amazing. His special attack and special defense are, off the charts. This guy is just incredibly, incredible. I really love Ampharos to the max. This guy is, my boy. And there's really not that much to say about him. Well, number 3 is a Pokemon that everyone doesn't like to battle. And the reason being is because this Pokemon is Metagross. Now, everyone would be, saying, oh, yeah, you like Metagross, doesn't everybody? It's mainly because he's the strongest non-legendary Pokemon, in the world, basically. This guy is just insane. There's, nobody out there who says that a Metagross is weak. And starting at number 2 is probably a Pokemon that nobody is going to agree with. And it requires a story. Yet another Unova Pokemon. That is Levani. I know, it's a really girly Pokemon, but I don't care. I love Levani. And this requires yet another story. My stepbrother gave me Pokemon Black when he was finished with it. I was running around, and I went into one of these routes, and then all of a sudden, I encounter a shiny Swalloon. and I seriously was just like, oh my god, no way. I catch it, and I transfer it to my white 2, and now I have a shiny level 100 Levani in my white 2 for in my team. And yeah, so number 1, my favorite Pokemon of all time is actually a Kanto Pokemon, and that Pokemon is Arcanine. I love Arcanine, and it doesn't really require much of a story, but the main reason I love Arcanine is because he's just an amazing Pokemon. There's really no way to put it. I just love Arcanine. It's really hard to explain, but I use him on every team from any game. So yeah, guys, that is my top 10 favorite Pokemon list. I hope you guys liked it. Bye.